Good day, folks. I am here in Nashville, Tennessee, the Willie Nelson and Friends Museum. Now, this is right next door to Cooters. And we're going to go in, check out the museum, check out some memorabilia, and see what all is in there that we can find. So here we go. So it looks like it has the same working hours as Cooters, 9 to 7, 7 days a week. Willie Nelson and Family General Store. And like I said, it is a museum as well. Let's go in and take a look. All right, man. Got all kinds of jams and jellies. And Willie's got a section set up for the King, Elvis Presley. It's like just a bunch of mugs, some postcards, magnets, jumpsuit. It looks like it's pajamas, shirt and pants. Stetson hat. All right, so we're going to go in the entrance. Here is a list of things that are in the museum of people, things of different people. Now, I might have to play music or do a voiceover if there's music playing in here, because I'll probably get copyrighted. But here we go. Grand Ole Opry debut for Willie Nelson. One of the many guitars signed by a bunch of different artists. And there is a picture right there of Miss Patsy Cline. Some shirts, some hats. Willie and Friends. Some of the many awards that he has won. There's a hat signed by many different people. Now, this pool table was made just for Willie by the Brunswick Billiard Company. It says many famous musicians and other celebrity friends have played pool on this table. And Waylon Jennings. Now, Willie and Waylon was a duo for a little while. Did a lot of songs together. There's an old Louis Vuitton bag. Tammy Wynette with George Jones. That's a Tammy Wynette dress. This is a cool picture. The Grand Ole Opry 85th birthday celebration, September 2010. See how many people we can recognize. I see Charlie Daniels, Jason Aldean, little Jimmy Dickens. I'm sure a lot of y'all will probably recognize a lot more than I will. There's Brad Paisley. I know Brad Paisley was real good friends with little Jimmy Dickens. It's Marty Stewart. Pretty cool. There's some Jack Green and little Jimmy Dickens memorabilia. You take a look at little Jimmy Dickens' suit. How short it is. He only stood at 4'11". There's some boots that he wore. Dottie West and Kenny Rogers. There's Marty Stewart and Connie Smith. Now there you are, a married couple. This is a Ronnie Milsap jacket. Now this Playboy was made especially for him. It's written in Braille. If you didn't know, Ronnie Milsap was blind. So he was one of the few that actually looked at the Playboy magazine for its articles and not for its pictures. Or read it anyways. He couldn't see. He read it for the articles and not for the pictures. The Dolly Parton dress. You can see how short, how small that is. She is a small woman. Now here's a cool piece of history. You got the original table and booth from Tootsie's Orchid Lounge down on Broadway, downtown Nashville. And it has a lot of signatures on it. And there's a picture of Tootsie's. Sorry about the glare. And this shirt was worn by Tootsie, the woman who started and owned Tootsie's Orchid Lounge. Said this shirt was worn by her along with the whistle when she was working, and she would blow the whistle real loud to let everyone know when it was closing time. And here's a bunch of gold records and silver records and platinum records. Check out these pictures up here. Got Vince Gill, Willie, Johnny, Hank Sr., Cousin Minnie Pearl, Roy Acuff, and I can't think of his name, but he's known as, I believe, the father of country music. Patsy Cline, Garth Brooks.
Junior Rogers.
Here's some Patsy Cline. That's a Patsy Cline shirt. There's a necklace. Patsy Cline. Along with some other jewelry. And here's some more furniture that was in his Texas studio. It's a domino table right here. And this Texas flag carpet was used on tour for a long, long time. That was put on stage that he stood on. And it says, you can tell right there, that dark spot is where the microphone stand was placed. And then you can kind of tell a little bit, 2 footprints where he stood all those many a times performing. David Allan Coe, he was another outlaw country music musician. A different angle shot. Spec Rhodes, comedian. Norma Jean. Now that is not the Marilyn Monroe Norma Jean. Dolly Parton, Porter Wagner. Porter and Dolly. J.D. Sumner and Elvis Presley. Some Pictures of Elvis and JD. Now, if you're wondering who JD was, he was one of the backup singers when Elvis went on tour, and in Vegas, JD and the Stamps. Yeah, let's get a little bit closer there. There you go. Check this out. A $15 ticket to Elvis Presley's concert, scheduled for the day after he died in Portland, Maine. That's pretty wild right there. Now, if you go and check out some of my other videos, some of the famous grave videos, you'll see the grave of J.D. Sumner, little Jimmy Dickens, Tammy Wynette, and others, George Jones. So go check out those videos as well and see where their final resting place is. Webb Pierce.
I'll just keep on falling in love till I get it right now.
There's Kitty Wells and Barbara Mandrell. Kitty Wells, known as the Queen of Country Music. And Barbara Mandrell, there's the Four Outlaws. Willie, Chris, Cash, and Waylon. There they are again, the Highwaymen. All right, we're going to head on out. Got all kinds of Jack Daniels memorabilia as well. Jack Daniels made here in Tennessee in Lynchburg. Never been, go check that place out. Walk through the distillery. They have different tours you can go through. Tastings, all kinds of stuff. So go check them out.
That's what I wonder. There's no reason for her to make it's all her truth. Her truth. But I feel like she
Folks, that's going to do it for today here at the Willie Nelson Museum. Appreciate you watching. Got a little bonus pictures at the end here, so stay tuned. See if some of you recognize this little antique machine. I pulled a many of packs out of there for my dad when I was little. So, and they're very rare. I haven't seen one in probably since I was little. So stay tuned and see what I'm talking about. Anyways, appreciate you watching. Please subscribe, like, share, comment. And until next time, I'll see you real soon. Thank you. Good night.